This is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, that's how you continue the road trip. Top of the eighth inning, you're ready to throw your fruit, your chicken wings, and whatever else you might have had wherever you were sitting, watching, or listening to the game. But in the ninth inning, Ceddanne Rafaela hits a two-run home run. You go from down one to up, and then Aroldis Chapman closes the door with 3 strikeouts against 3 batters in the bottom half of the ninth inning. One more to go, and guess what? Thursday in Baltimore, Crochet Day, you have an opportunity to sweep all 4 against the Orioles and go 7-1 on the trip through the Bronx and Charm City. With that, we welcome you into our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer and storyteller, national radio host, satellite radio, ESPN radio. Right here, right now, we are providing reaction to every Red Sox game throughout the season, and we're doing it again after a victory, a comeback victory for the Red Sox. Boy, did they pick up Roman, Alex, and Trevor with that dreadful 8th inning. Duran, leadoff base hit in the 9th. Ceddanne Rafaela, one big swing of the bat, home run. That's what we're talking about on our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, presented by Game Time. Download the Game Time app today. Create your account. Use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off on your first purchase. Yes, we want to hear from you. I know we're going to hear from you. Our everydayers, our first-timers, our Royal Rooters. If you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit that comment button. Join the conversation. Also hit me up on the X. We can continue the baseball and Red Sox conversation there at Lennox on Baseball.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Really, it was Brian Bello was deserving of better. Bello, again, doing a terrific job on the mound for the Red Sox. And again, you can talk about this kind of game. They don't win in 2024. You can talk about this kind of game where they don't win it probably in April and May of 2025. But Bello goes 6 2/3, gives up the 2 runs, 1 earned, gave up the run in the 7th inning. And isn't baseball romantic? How can you not be romantic about baseball? That run in the 7th inning, yes, he gave up a 2-out walk. Yes, that walk came in to score. But in that 7th inning, in a 1-1 ball game, Bello was cruising, and Carlson with a double right between Jarren Duran, the left fielder, and Ceddanne Rafaela, the center fielder. It falls in right at the base of the warning track, right there at the base of the wall. Falls in, 2-1 ball game. Ball should have been caught. Looked like Duran thought it was going to go over the fence, and maybe he was going to grab it and rob a home run. Instead, Duran, last second, looks in the direction of Rafaela, who was probably about the same distance as Duran was from the baseball. They both pulled up. Ball falls in. Bello, again, at that point, deserved better. Top of the 8th inning. Wong, a walk. Hamilton, a base hit. 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Roman Anthony, down looking, 1 out. Bregman, count in his favor, 2-0, 3-1, strikes out. Trevor Story, fielder's choice, groundout. You're like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, in that situation, 1st and 3rd, tying run at third base, nobody out. You can't score with your top 3 hitters in the lineup up. Anthony, Bregman, Story. Alex Cora. You say a lot about him. First Nesson reference, Lou Merloni. Why is Ceddanne Rafaela batting number 5 in the lineup? Well, Duran, leadoff base hit, 2nd hit of the game to start the 9th inning. He's on. So a lot of things that could be going on in that situation in the top of the 9th inning. Do you run Duran? Do you try to get Ceddanne Rafaela, who never looks comfortable at the plate, trying to drop down a bunt? In that situation, it would have been a sacrifice attempt. Do you allow him to try to move the runner along to second base? Duran, great speed at second, 1 out. He's the tying run. No. Swing away, Ceddanne. Swing away and hit a 2-run home run. His first home run since July 13th against the Rays. I believe it was just before the All-Star break. 15th on the season. At bat of the night? Absolutely. We don't do this often, but guess what? Ceddanne Rafaela deserving.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
That's Ceddanne Rafaela. I mean, you could go Aroldis Chapman And again, I mean, last year I said it numerous times with Kenley Jansen. There's going to be those situations where they get the lead late and he's just going to blow an opportunity. Aroldis Chapman has been outstanding, just outstanding. And there's nothing you can say about Chapman. And I said 3-year deal. A couple people came back and said, no way. Someone might give it to him. You could lose Aroldis Chapman in free agency this winter. And I don't like looking ahead. I don't like looking at the schedule for 2026 or, Lucas Giolito, his option, Bregman, Story, all those things. But Chapman, he's now retired. I believe it's 41 straight batters without allowing a hit. Struck out Cowser, struck out Paseo, struck out Mayo after a lengthy at-bat, but came back and struck him out. Ball game over. And Chapman has just been outstanding in the bullpen. And it's not of late. This is going back months now. Him and Whitlock have been terrific out of the bullpen. Chapman, 26 save on the season, 14 straight scoreless outing. He's given up 2 runs, just 1 earned run now over his last 34 outings on the season. Those are some of the numbers of the night for the Red Sox. Just terrific. Terrific victory all around on this Wednesday night. You're now 6-1 on this road trip. You have an opportunity to go 7-1 with Garrett Crochet on the mound for the series finale on Thursday. And you're right where you want to be. You really are. Crochet day. And yes, you want him to do what Giolito and Bayo have done in the series so far and go out there and give you 7, maybe even 8 scoreless innings. But it's Crochet against lefty Cade Povich. Likely, Rob Refsnyder will be activated before the game on Thursday. Justin Slayton could see him out of the bullpen on Thursday as well. Maybe it's Slayton in the 8th, and then you give Whitlock, if it's a save opportunity, you give him the 9th inning. But Chapman and Whitlock on this road trip so far, they've been a huge part of what is 6-1 and what very well could be 7-1. Terrific comeback victory for the Sox. Really was. I mean, especially the way that 8th inning played out. But Duran got on base. I mean, how the game started in the top of the first inning. Roman Anthony's second leadoff home run to start a game in the series. And he's hitting home runs. Now 7 on the season. 4 of those, by the way, against left-handers. 31st comeback win of the season for the Red Sox. And one more number of the night. 31st comeback win of the season. Let that sink in. 3rd win this season when trailing after 8 innings. Gotta love it. I'm not fighting the urge. I'm wondering if I do it right now or if I wait to segment number 2. I usually am a guy who's going to do it immediately for that satisfaction. It's the 6th inning in Toronto right now. And Minnesota helped you out on Tuesday night. You could be 3 back in the division. Minnesota right now leading Toronto 8-6. That game is in the 6th inning. Hoffman, I believe, blew it the other night. Yankees thumped the Nationals, so you still stay in front of the Yankees for the top wild card spot in the AL. Blue Jays lose at home tonight against Minnesota. You're 3 back. You are 3 back. Thoughts on what Alex Cora said about the upcoming homestand, and that's next. Plus, we hear from you, our Royal Rooters. It's the Locked On Red Sox postcast with a happy recap of a comeback win for the Sox in Charm City. And we are presented on this Wednesday night with the Sox comeback victory against the Orioles as they take it in the 9th inning. Presented by Upside. Hey, Locked On Red Sox postcast fans, are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use our limited time promo, football, and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. You could make up to $300 a year just from buying the gas you already needed. At first, you might think, this is too good to be true. But it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card or Amazon and other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Download the free Upside app now using our limited time promo code football for a limited time 25% gallon bonus. That's promo code football. Disclaimer, simple. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. Locked On Red Sox Postcast also brought to you by our buddies, our friends at Prize Picks. Pardon me. Game Time. Let me switch that. My bad. Got on too fast. My party foul right there. We're presented by Game Time. Nothing like catching a baseball game live, the energy of the crowd, the chance to see your team in person, but actually getting tickets, that is the tough part. Simple. Really, the Game Time app gives you the advantage back and gives you, the fan, the advantage back in your favor. Game Time is fast, easy, and backed by the Game Time guarantee. You'll always get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time and at the best price. Plus, all fees are included, so the price you see is the price you pay. Using the Game Time app makes purchasing super simple. You can even see the exact view from your seat before you buy and before you push purchase in that final purchase when you're on board with Game Time. With Game Time, fees are included. Know your total up front. No surprise fees at checkout. You're going to love the zone deals too. Pick the section. Game Time picks the seats, and you save big. Honestly, you'll find it faster, cheaper, and less stressful than any other way you've bought tickets in the past. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, that's promo code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download Game Time today. All right, to your comments we go here in just a moment as trying to do a couple things here. And I jumped on board way too fast, and that is completely on me. I want to switch something here. Let's see if I can do this the right way. Nope, got the old one on there. So let's do this. Appreciate you being there with me here. All right, I think we've done it. You know what? We're going to go do this real quick. We're going to get to your comments here in just a moment. Alex Cora talking with the media before the game on Wednesday and talking basically about, it's exciting to go home. I mean, you've got a winning month here. You've got a winning month of August for the first time in a while for the Red Sox. It's been a while. You're going home for the Pirates and Guardians on this homestand that begins on Friday. And Alex Cora basically said, hey, in recent years, this time of the season into September, on the field, we've been the ones who have sucked. The Fenway crowds have been terrific. They have not sucked in those situations. His words right there. So you got Skeens for the Pirates. You could possibly have Tolley. They're still up in the air on Friday. No announcement. Maybe it's coming down after this comeback victory in Baltimore. But it's going to be rocking, and it should be. Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Pirates, against Skeens. You get to see him at Fenway Park. Knock him out early. Why not? And then you got the Guardians for 3. And during this upcoming homestand, you could be really knocking on the door to overtake first place from the Toronto Blue Jays in the division. Let's get to you, our everydayers, our first-timers, also known as the Royal Rooters. Who is our leadoff hitter? Ooh. Jordan is our leadoff hitter. Beautiful comeback, ending Emily Toksok's streak of being our leadoff hitter here in segment number 2. But don't fret. Here's Emily Toksok right here. Oh, my God, Ceddanne Rafaela made up for it, and Chappie is a monster. Yeah, that play where they got the go-ahead run against Bayo in the 7th inning. Again, Bayo doing a terrific job. 2 runs, 1 earned. Another quality outing. Takes a no decision. Took him off the hook with the comeback. Duran leadoff base hit. So many options for Alex Cora in that 9th inning. Hey, Ceddanne, you got the green light. And off the bat, you knew it. Dave O'Brien had the call on Ness, and he was right on it. You just knew that ball. And it's deep to left field. You got to hit it a long way. Went to left center field and just got all of it. Great to see from Ceddanne Rafaela. And Lou Merlone saying he's putting together better at-bats. Scary moment early on in the game when the Orioles got their first run. He dove for the ball head first as he left his feet. I didn't think he had to. Came down on his wrist on the glove side, and the ball popped out. Kind of grimaced a little bit, was flexing his left hand. I'm like, oh, boy, this isn't good. Stayed in the game. plays the hero in the ninth. So Emily Talk Sox right on top of it right there. Adam Baum, Ceddanne with the muscle. Absolutely. Jordan, do we have time to talk about our savior, Ceddanne Rafaela? We have been, and we can continue to do that, Jordan. No problem whatsoever. I mean, he's going to lead the Red Sox in frustrating moments on the season, or he's at least going to be up there. But he had a double, his 29th on the season, 15th home run, and now 55 RBIs. His numbers are going to be good. But next year, and I'll look ahead next year right now because, as Jordan says, let's talk about Ceddanne Rafaela, our savior. On Wednesday night in Baltimore, absolutely. Next year, really, I thought it would be this year. Truly establish yourself. And he still is. And he's still young. But next year, can't have the funks, right? He should be a 30-30 guy and 80 RBIs. 15, 20 stolen bases. We talk about Roman Anthony, and deservedly so. There's still a ceiling for Ceddanne Rafaela. Jordan, season high 14 games over 500. Yeah. How about that number of the night from Jordan? I don't think I mentioned it yet. 14 games over 500. You're a playoff team. You might be a division winner. Because there's no way anyone's catching the Red Sox. They might catch the Yankees. They might catch Seattle Mariners. Really, the Royals, to me, are the only potential team to do that. But right now, it's Red Sox, Yankees, Mariners. Blue Jays could be in there as well. But right now, those are the teams. It's just a matter of the seeding and where they're going to be. And yes, present-day baseball, we have to talk seeding. It's more of a tournament than it's ever been. Emily, we would have been died if Duran didn't get on base before him. They screwed up and cost a run and then made up for it. They did, and that's baseball in so many ways. Chance to redeem yourself, and they both did it in that ninth inning. I don't know that they talked about it. I don't know if they gave each other a look. I don't know if Rafaela said, hey, just get on base. I'll take care of it. We owe Brian Bayo something right here in the dugout. Urban Human, like it. Ceddanne made up for that fly ball big time. And really, both of them. Because they both sort of peeled off. Gave way thinking the other was going to be closer to the ball. Neither one was. Robert Spears, what a road trip. 6-1. Wow. Putting it all together at the right time. Still a lot of baseball to be played. And I think they can maintain it. Just win series. Wednesday night, you're up 3-0 now in the series. You have a chance to sweep the series with Garrett Crochet. But a 4-game series, did the same in the Yankee series, won the first 3, Thursday, Friday, Saturday this past week, lost on Sunday. 7-1's on the table. A sweep in Baltimore on the table. Love to see it. Jordan, Crochet Day just got sweeter. I smell a sweep. That's what we're talking about. Robert, and then Jordan right there. Emily, yeah, it was Ceddy with the homer, but I'm giving Duran props too. He needed to make up for the lost run, and they both did. Yeah, well said. I think we certainly put that in there. Urban Human, confused on why the O's left in their reliever. Akin, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. He came on. Contreras was solid. Akin blown save. He ended up getting credit for 2 innings. I don't know. Back-to-back games, and he goes 2 innings. Kind of tells you where their bullpen's at. Dietrich Enns, the lefty, he was supposed to be an opener. Opener usually is 1 inning. He ended up doing a terrific job. Gave up the leadoff home run and then settled in nicely. Ended up going 2 2/3. So we got 8 outs for you in that opener role. And Contreras, he was solid. 71 total pitches. So Contreras, Enns, and Akin all down. I'm sure they've been making a ton of moves of late. I'm sure they're going to make some moves to add to the bullpen before the series finale. Povich goes. Hey, he's another one of those guys. And it's almost, it's a line of, he could be very good, but if you get to him early, you get into that bullpen, you like your chances with Crochet on the mound. Get to their bullpen again. That's success. Really is in so many different ways. I'm going to start scrolling through here just a little bit. Got a newbie here. Christian, Duran, Rafaela made up for the blunders. Got to feel good, especially for Ceddanne. Nice win. And Bayo, too. Because Bayo didn't want to go to the hotel tonight with a loss on his resume. He deserved better, and he got taken off the hook. Yes, I still believe in the win-loss record for starting pitchers. Augusto, easily a loss last season. And I think even earlier in the year. Bale may have imploded giving up that first run, and then the second run might not have gotten out of the inning or, put more fuel on the fire. And they did go to the bullpen and got out of the bullpen. And, let's also credit Weissert and Wilson for doing their job. Weissert did a nice job in the eighth inning, keeping it a one-run game. That was his job there. But in that top of the eighth inning, it was the job of Anthony, Bregman, and Story to come through. They did not. But again, ninth inning, 2 guys in your lineup. Hey, they picked them up from that eighth inning. They really did. And I'm sure Bregman probably, and Story too, probably go to them at some point and say, hey, we should have gone in front in the eighth inning, but you guys picked us up. Thank you very much. Great job. Thanks for coming. Cool, Genuine Phil. Ceddanne gone with the ball. Yes. Chapman did awesome again, especially considering he was rushed in his preparation. Monster reliever. That from Robert. Robert, 100% agree. Because all of a sudden it was like, hey, get going. You're in. We got the lead. It's your time, big fella. And all he did was strike out the side in the bottom of the ninth inning. The goods 10. Sorry for my actions last night, Steve. Gone and forgotten, buddy. Appreciate it. We move on. Not a problem. The talk went from Red Sox aren't clutch in the 8th to this team is too clutch in the 9th. The goods 10. Hey, I appreciate it. We move on. And party foul. Gone and forgotten. But I appreciate bringing it up. No problem. And and again, as it said along the lines of, Chapman has to get up almost immediately. I mean, I don't even know if he was milling around, but all of a sudden lead and go get him. And he's a veteran. He knows how to get ready in a hurry. Joe, perfect mound visit by Wong. I think you're alluding to when he was battling the last hitter that he faced in the bottom of the 9th inning. Agreed. Go out there. Just give him a moment. Heart might have been skipping a little bit. Went to the goods 10. Parquet Poppy. Rafaela just needed that fear from almost snapping his wrist in half to lock in. That really, initially, I thought, oh boy, here we go. Garcia's staying in the big leagues, and you're going to have to figure out the outfield situation because that would have that could have been serious when he left his feet there. And just the way it looked on the replay of how his wrist went. Fortunately, nothing. Buster Mills, have to admit, I gave up on the Sox before the Sox gave up on the game. Great win. There you go. It happens. No problem. Back to the goods 10. For the love of God, please hold on tonight. Minnesota need to keep the pressure on the Jays. I think you are keeping the pressure on the Jays. Easy there, Joe. What'd Joe say? Oh, Joe, I wonder if Rafaela has the big poppy clutch gene. And then Herbert Human comes back and says, easy, Joe. Yeah, that's we got to get down the road with that one. Brownie, 3. You can bet Ceddanne Duran went in that dugout knowing they better clutch up, and they did. Special stuff, really. Hey, you know what we say here. Tip of our cap to you, our Royal Rooters, for being on board with us on this Wednesday night. Great victory, great comments, great thoughts in there. A couple of questions as well. Nailed it. We're on within minutes of the final out. Game 4 of the series could be 7-1, could be a special crochet day, could be a 4-game series sweep in Baltimore. Day baseball from Charm City. So again, we'll be on within minutes of the final out with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. Tip of the cap to Upside and Game Time and Prize Picks and FanDuel for being sponsors on the Locked On Podcast Network. Supporting our sponsors is supporting us with Locked On. Locked On Sports, your team, your Red Sox, your number one destination to hang out immediately after every Sox game. That is because of you, the Royal Rooters. Go to bed, enjoy this one, smile ear to ear right now as the Red Sox are 6-1 on this road trip, and it's Crochet Day on Thursday.